Breaking news. Philippine Navy frigate intense standoff with Chinese Coast Guard near Ayungin Shoal. On the bridge of the BRP Jose Rizal, tension is palpable. The captain eyes the radar, jaw set, as a massive China Coast Guard cutter looms just a few hundred yards away, water cannons at the ready. Two more Chinese militia vessels linger behind, their intentions clear. The Philippine frigate is there to escort a resupply boat to the BRP Sierra Madre, a lonely outpost of sovereignty. The radio crackle. Philippine vessel, you are in Chinese waters, leave immediately. Calmly, the Filipino captain asserts his ship's right to be there, inside the Philippines' exclusive economic zone. His crew is at battle stations, knowing the odds, one modern ship, outnumbered and outgunned. The Chinese presence is overwhelming, a dangerous game of nerves and will. This standoff highlights the Philippines' strategic dilemma. New ships have changed the dynamic, but only slightly. A single frigate can't be everywhere at once. It can only hold the line in one place, for now. The standoff drags on for hours. The resupply boat makes its run, shielded by the frigate, but the victory feels fragile. As the Chinese ships finally pull back, relief is mixed with a sobering realization. This was just one day, one shoal. Tomorrow the challenge will move elsewhere. Scarborough Shoal, Reed Bank, or another corner of the West Philippine Sea. The Philippines has shown courage, but courage alone won't secure sovereignty. It needs more than a single symbol of defiance. It needs a real fleet. The daily grind of these encounters is a stark reminder. The stakes are high, and the margin for error is razor thin. The nation's future at sea depends on more than just bravery. It demands real, sustained investment. The world is watching, but only the Philippines can decide how it will defend its waters. The next move is critical. The commissioning of the BRP Jose Rizal in 2020 marked a turning point for the Philippine Navy. For the first time, the Navy operated a warship with modern sensors, anti-ship missiles, and credible anti-air capability. Its sister ship, BRP Antonio Luna, soon followed, both built by South Korea's Hyundai Heavy Industries. These frigates were a leap from the aging, hand-me-down vessels that once formed the fleet's backbone. They weren't just ships, they were a statement. The Philippines was finally serious about defending its maritime domain. Before these frigates, the Navy's best ships were World War II relics, hopelessly outmatched by modern threats. The new frigates changed the psychology of the Navy. Sailors trained on state-of-the-art systems, and officers could plan for scenarios once unthinkable. When a Rizal-class frigate appears, the China Coast Guard takes notice. These ships are equipped with Sea Star anti-ship missiles, surface-to-air missiles, and a 76mm main gun, plus an anti-submarine helicopter. Their presence complicates Beijing's calculations, turning low-risk coercion into a potential confrontation. But two ships are not enough. Maintenance, crew, rotations, and vast territory mean only one might be available at a time. Or none. The new dawn brought by the BRP Jose Rizal was real, but incomplete. It was the first chapter in a much longer story of naval modernization. The challenge now is to build on that foundation. The BRP Jose Rizal and BRP Antonio Luna are powerful symbols of national resolve, but symbols don't win battles. Numbers do. A fleet of two modern frigates is a boutique fleet, excellent in quality but lacking in quantity. China, with the world's largest navy and coast guard, can easily overwhelm a small number of high-value assets. The Philippines' vast coastline and exclusive economic zone demand presence in many places at once, impossible with just two frigates. If one ship is off Palawan, who's watching Benham rise? If both are in port, who's on station at all? Relying on a few high-end ships creates a brittle force. Losing one would have the Navy's modern combat power. A larger, distributed fleet is more resilient and forces adversaries to spread out. A small fleet is fragile, a tempting target for an aggressor seeking a quick, decisive victory. The frigates were a vital first step, but they cannot be the last. True security comes from a balanced fleet with enough hulls to establish a credible, persistent presence. The next phase of modernization must focus on building this mass. The lesson is clear. Quality matters, but quantity is essential. The Philippines must not put all its eggs in two expensive baskets. Naval modernization isn't a one-time event. It's a never-ending race. Today's state-of-the-art warship will be outdated in a decade. The Philippines must avoid block obsolescence, buying ships in a burst, then neglecting upgrades for years. A steady, predictable drumbeat of procurement is essential. New ships phased in regularly, old ones retired. This requires a shift from project-based buying to a sustained programmatic approach with consistent funding. China's Navy is built on relentless decades-long investment. The Philippines doesn't need to match that pace, but must embrace the same philosophy. Modernization is a condition to be maintained, not a project to be completed. The only way to stay in the race is to keep running. The future belongs to navies that never stop modernizing. For most of its history, the Philippine Navy was a recovery navy, focused on law enforcement, search and rescue, and disaster relief. Its ships were lightly armed, built to respond after the fact, not to deter threats before they happen. A deterrence navy, by contrast, shapes an adversary's choices before a crisis begins. It needs credible combat power, anti-ship missiles, air defense, and anti-submarine capabilities. The Rizal-class frigates are the first true deterrence assets in the fleet, but 2 ships aren't enough. Deterrence requires a fleet large enough to maintain a persistent combat presence in key areas. The shift from recovery to deterrence is the most significant challenge facing the armed forces of the Philippines. It demands new thinking, training, and operations, not just new hardware. The Navy's mission is no longer to react, but to shape the maritime environment and prevent crises. This transition is difficult and expensive, but it's the only way to secure national interests. The future depends on a confident, forward-leaning Navy. To build a true deterrence Navy, the Philippines must balance quality with quantity. The 2 high-end frigates provide quality. The next step is to add quantity with modern corvettes. Corvettes are smaller and less expensive, but can be armed with powerful weapons, anti-ship missiles, guns, and air defense. For the price of 1 frigate, the Navy could acquire 2 or 3 corvettes, growing the fleet quickly. A mix of frigates and corvettes allows for multiple surface action groups, creating a layered defense. Corvettes would be the workhorses, handling daily patrols and presence missions, while frigates tackle high-end tasks. This structure is efficient, sustainable, and budget-conscious. The Navy's modernization plans already include a corvette program. The key is to execute it with urgency. A fleet built around numerous lethal corvettes and a few powerful frigates would finally give the Philippines a credible, resilient deterrent. It's the most logical way to put real combat mass in the water. Once committed to new corvettes, the Philippines must choose where to buy them. South Korea offers proven designs compatible with existing frigates, streamlining training and maintenance. Japan, now exporting defense equipment, offers advanced vessels and a chance to deepen strategic ties. European shipbuilders provide capable designs, but may complicate logistics with diverse systems. The decision must weigh capability, cost, and strategic alignment. The ship must perform the mission, be affordable, and reinforce broader security goals. Whether from Seoul, Tokyo, or Paris, the choice will shape the Navy and the region's security landscape. This is a decision that demands foresight and care. The right partner will help define the Philippines' future at sea. The Philippines isn't alone in facing China's maritime assertiveness. Vietnam and Indonesia offer valuable lessons. Vietnam uses asymmetric deterrence, small, fast, lethal ships and submarines to create a porcupine defense. Their goal isn't to control the seas, but to make aggression too costly for China. Indonesia, with its vast archipelago, focuses on a balanced fleet and a robust domestic shipbuilding industry. By building ships at home, Indonesia ensures affordability, self-sufficiency, and long-term sustainability. The lesson tailors strategy to geography and budget. Vietnam prioritized lethality, Indonesia, industrial self-reliance. The Philippines needs both, the punch of missile boats and the mass of a layered fleet. Most importantly, it needs strategic patience and consistency. Naval power is built over decades, not overnight. The path forward for the Philippine Navy is clear, but not easy. The goal, a fleet that can fight and win, not just look good on paper. A hollow navy has ships but no missiles, crews but little training. The Philippines must avoid this trap. Investing in local shipbuilding and technology transfer is key. Buying ships abroad is a short-term fix. Building at home is the long-term solution. Any new procurement must include technology transfer, training, and upgrades for local shipyards. Alliances are crucial. The Mutual Defense Treaty with the US is vital, but partnerships with Japan, Australia, South Korea, and the EU matter too. Joint patrols, exercises, and intelligence sharing strengthen collective deterrence. A strong navy makes the Philippines a better ally and strengthens regional security. The daily standoffs in the West Philippine Sea show what's at stake. The choices made now, on ships, partners, and industry, will shape Philippine sovereignty for generations. The nation must choose a symbolic navy or a fleet that can truly defend its waters. For the sailors on the front lines, the choice is clear. Build a navy that can fight,